back again for another episode of Politic Pistons. I'm bringing in the OG Piston fan on the show tonight, baby. He one of the originals, man. You know what I mean? The reason why I'm a Piston fan, this is my pops right here. You know what I mean? Mr. Evans.
I was born with a basketball.
He's born with one, man.
Born with a basketball.
Corner shot deadly.
Born and raised in Detroit. And for those of you in the know, it's pronounced Detroit.
Oh, really?
Detroit.
Oh, really?
It means between the straits.
He getting real fancy with y'all, man. He getting real fancy with y'all.
I'm just the truth. It's the truth.
Hey, man. He has his knowledge.
You see behind me, that's the truth behind me. The truth.
That's the truth. Speaking of that behind you, when I bring on a new person, I gotta ask, who's your all-time favorite Piston, man?
Hey, man, like, there's only one answer to that question. Anybody that says anything different is a fraud. It's Zeke, man. Isaiah Thomas, the baddest Piston ever. He hit 25 and a quarter on 1 foot. 1 foot. He willed the Pistons to those championships.
I wasn't alive, y'all. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't alive when he did that. But I seen
the footage. Your fault.
And it looked amazing.
That's not your fault.
It made me proud. It made me proud to be a Piston fan seeing his performance.
In fact, the Pistons should have had 4 straight championships. One year, Benny Johnson and AD collided on the floor and had a concussion. And Adrian Dantley said he ain't never died for a ball in his life. Somebody pushed him. They had a concussion. So that was one, like we should have won. We should have been a champion. The next year, Isaiah sprains his ankle in game 6. Even though we was beating the Lakers, he sprained his ankle and hit 25. Game 7, he couldn't play because his ankle was this big. He couldn't play. So those two should have been championships. So we should have had 4 in a row, except for bad luck.
So what you're saying is we had a dynasty.
We had a dynasty.
We had a dynasty right there in Detroit. You know what I mean?
We had a dynasty.
Yeah, the history books don't like to try to reflect that, man. But we know what's up. You know, us true hard, you know, Piston fan, we know what's going on.
Yeah, you have to do that to the haters.
Hey, man, we swing the dreads on the haters, man, all show long, man. Forget the haters, man.
Forget the haters.
Fuck the Bulls, man.
Yep.
That's all we're gonna say.
Yep.
All right. So, man, it's been crazy. Before I get into all that, man, please like, comment, subscribe. Politic Pistons, please. We need the engagement. We need the love. Before I get into anything else, let me start with that. But it's been crazy. Your boy Troy Weaver just bulldozed the whole Piston team. I don't even recognize half our roster right now, man.
Hey, he's talking about he was gonna be aggressive. The boy went in there with a Uzi, man, and he shot up the whole team. Like what? The only ones left are what? Rose, Griffin, can't even pronounce his name. Dubuya.
Oh, and we still got Civ. Still
there. We still got Civ. Yep. But other than that, man, when he's talking he was gonna be aggressive, he did exactly that. In fact, I'm quite impressed. Like we went into draft day with 1 pick and ended up with 4 picks. Hey, man, he's a winner.
Hey, he's the one. He's the reason. Didn't he put together the OKC, the Harden, Westbrook, and Durant? I mean,
you're right.
That speaks for itself, right there.
Right. It does.
That speaks for itself.
And what he did on draft night speaks for itself. I mean, like we got all types of players. I really don't know what he's gonna do with them. Some of them is confusing and contradictory, but something that's real interesting, the salary for Jeremy Grant, and Mason Plumlee, if you put those two salaries together, they equal Blake Griffin's salary. Like it's a trade in the brewing. You like you heard it first here on Politic and Pistons.
Blake is out of there, you think?
It might be. I'm just saying. I'm just reading between the lines. I'm just saying.
I wouldn't mind seeing Blake gone. I'm not gonna lie.
It's too much money, man, and he history prone. Like I love Blake. I love his heart.
Yeah.
He gives it all, but just like Luke Kennard, he's injury prone. Prone.
Yeah.
He's injury prone.
He is. I mean, and your boy D Rose is, but he way cheaper. I feel like D Rose injury history, it make it easier to swallow when you only paying him what, 6-8 mil a year. Blake Griffin getting what, 20 some, 25, 30 mil a year?
He getting the bunch. You know what? It makes me want to put my sneakers on and I'll sit at the end of the bench, but I can still hit a jumper. I can't dribble, but I ain't never been able to dribble, but I can still hit a jumper.
You want to be Vince Carter. All right. So yeah, man, we're gonna get into these rookies first before we, talk about too much of the free agents and trades and moves like that. Let's talk about what Troy Weaver did with these rookies, man. I was hurt on draft night personally.
Why?
I was a Kennard fan, man. I was hurt to see my man Kennard go. I was hurt by it. I'm not gonna lie.
He's a great player. I love Kennard, but the boy had bilateral tendonitis in both knees. A young boy. He's a young boy.
What that got to do with this, though? What that got to do with that shot, though?
Hey, man, you got to be able to walk. You got to be able to walk, and then you got to be able to run. And now he's a young boy. This is rookie contract, and he already blowing out both knees. It does not look well for the future.
No,
the wise man cuts his losses.
You're right about that.
So, hey, I like Kennard. If he would have been there, I'd have been cheering. I would have been in my seat doing this. You know what I'm saying? But because he's gone, I ain't shedding no tears.
You ain't shedding no tears over
I ain't shedding no tears, man.
All right, man. So our first pick that we got with the 7th pick, we went with a guard, which I thought we was going to do.
We needed one.
Your boy Killian Hayes. I'm going to share his stats real quick. So, yeah, man. Looking at your boy Killian's stats, what jump out to you?
The boy's size, man. He's 6'5", 185 pounds. That's what jumps out to me, man. The guy is ready. He's been playing with men for several years now. He's a bigger version of Goran Dragic, man. And the guy's only 19. He's only 19.
Only 19, man. Almost 6'9" wingspan.
Yep. Like if he comes into any of his potential, he's gonna be our point guard of the future. Plus, we've got D Rose there to help him out.
Yeah.
D Rose gonna be whispering in his ear. Yeah. And also his boy from France is there.
Yeah. They grew up together. Yeah.
But so we got that synergy, and he wanted to be here.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He wanted to be here. Unlike somebody I ain't gonna mention no names, Christian Wood. I ain't gonna mention no names, Christian Wood.
Please don't say that name on this show. Please don't say that name no more on this show. We don't want to hear him no more on Politic Pistons, man. If you not for the red, white, and blue, you know what you can do. Get the fuck on out of here, man. We're not playing with you, Christian Wood. We're not playing with you. And you come back to Little Caesars Arena, you getting showered with booze, man. You getting showered with booze, man. That was terrible, bro.
He didn't want to be here. Man. He didn't want to be
here.
He
didn't want to go. Go ahead. Go play with Harden. It's cool, bro. It's cool, man.
He ain't gonna never get the ball. He'll never get the ball. he gonna be looking. Where's the ball? Where's the ball?
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, man, Killian looked good. Put his stat thing back down. Um, I honestly, the size, that field goal percentage, the only thing that really worries me is the three. You know what I mean?
You can work on that.
In today league, I like to see it a little bit more NBA ready. But we see guys like
You can
Rose.
work on that. You can work on that, but you can't teach this.
Yeah.
And Killian got that, man. He's got this. He's got that Detroit heart.
Right.
My sweatshirt say Detroit versus everybody. He got that.
Hey, man. And that's the most important thing we need.
Hey, it is,
I
man.
feel like a lot of our teams of the past been way too soft and heartless. You know what I mean? It didn't really start being a change when we got Blake. Blake kind of start, getting on guys' heads. Of course, the Morris brothers, and now Rose. But we need more players with that type of character, man. You gotta be tough. You gotta be gritty to play in the D, man. That's a bare minimum. You know what I mean? That's a bare minimum.
I think our next pick, Isaiah Stewart, he fits that mold. He's 6'9", 250 pounds. In college, he averaged 17 points a game. 8.8 rebounds, but the boy only shot 25% for three. But you can work on that. He's strong, energetic. He's got long arms, and he's got good touch.
Yeah. When I was watching him, he reminded me of a bigger Max Seal.
Okay.
That's kind of the vibe I got from him. I got a Max Seal, a little bit of Greg Monroe. His athleticism is lacking, but he seems to have a knack for trying to get to the ball. He's going to have to fight for his positions because there's going to be some guys that'll be able to out jump him. But the wingspan is going to help him.
Yeah.
The wingspan is going to help him. And he seems tenacious, like you said. He definitely seemed like,
he's strong.
He a bull. He's strong. I seen him get real busy in that post.
He's 250.
Yeah. NBA body already.
Yep.
Already. When he matured, man, he gonna be more towards that 270. You know what I'm saying? Muscle. You know what I mean? Really bullying.
He gonna be playing that LeBron bully ball.
Yeah. So the other pick I like, honestly, more than Stewart, was the guy we got after him, Bay.
Hey, man.
Watching his highlights, he fits the new mold of these big men where he can play inside, outside, can shot block.
He's 6'8". He averaged 16.1 points, 4.7 rebounds, 2.4 assists. He shot 45% from three. He was one of the best two-way players in college.
Boy, that 45%.
45% on threes.
45% big man. Yeah, I like him. Picking and popping, man, finding the little open spots, the seams and stuff. Yeah, that's a skill that's gonna translate. With your guy Stewart, his hustle is what's gonna get him a role. Because you gotta always look with rookies, what's gonna carve out their niche or their role. You know
Defense.
what I mean?
If you want to play, you gotta play defense.
Yeah.
Because everybody can shoot the ball.
Right.
You got to play defense, and defense comes from you wanting to do it.
Yeah.
Your defense got to be so tough that when people see you coming towards them, they say, "Oh man, not him."
Yeah.
They say, "Not him."
I want more of them type of players on this team, man. So I'm definitely good with that. Second round pick was Saban Lee, right? Was our second round.
Saban Lee, another point guard that solidified our point guards. That's like I think we got enough point guards because we got 4 point guards right now. We got 4 centers. We got 4 power forwards. We got 3 small forwards and 2 shooting guards. Yeah, so that's 17 players.
Shooting guard seems to be our weak spot.
True.
that seems to be our something we definitely got to prove. Try to get in free agency.
True.
Try to get through trades. Well, I was confused by your boy Troy, all them centers. I mean,
You're not the only one confused, but like I said, Mason Plumlee's money and Jeremy Grant's money matches Blake Griffin's money. So I don't know. I'm not Weaver. I don't know what's going through his mind, but it looks a little suspicious to me.
yeah.
And I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. But we're waiting to see. Like he not over. Like the boy did all this in 3 days. So
Yeah.
he's got time to work it out. And
Yeah, you're right.
Like I said, for us to go into this with 1 draft pick and come out with 4, the boy got my blessing.
Yeah.
The boy got my blessing.
So, do you feel like we're gonna be we in more rebuild mode? You feel
We are
like
definitely in a rebuild mode. Like they don't want to call it a rebuild.
yeah,
we're in a rebuild mode, and a lot of people are saying that we're not gonna make the playoffs this year. No way. But hey, that's what I say to them. But we'll see.
Yeah, I feel like if it's not looking like we playoff bound, just try to give up Rose, try to give up Griffin by the trade deadline.
That might happen anyway. But with this new format, the 7th through the 10th team have that in tournament play.
Yeah.
So we might be the 10th seed, but by the end of the season, we be on that grind, and we might get in there anyway. But I think we got enough toughness and enough grit not to even go that route. Like, the naysayers, like people don't ever get a Detroit or the Detroit Pistons any credit. But you heard it here first on Politic Pistons. We get in the 7th spot.
What? You want to stick to that?
7th spot. You heard it here first. Mark my words.
Oh man. I'm sorry, folks here at home. My dad blood sugars might be a little bit low or something, man. He kind of threw me through a loop with that 7 pick prediction, man. I love my Pistons, man, but woo, 7th.
We're gonna be 7th.
Hey, man. Hey. If we are, man, I guess his wisdom and all these years watching the game, he knows something.
I'm just the truth behind me is watching me. Chuck Daly watching me. You know what I'm saying?
If we finish anywhere near 7th, boy, you know how happy I'm gonna be.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
I'm hearing good things about your boy Grant. I definitely hear that he was one of those players that kind of just needed more of a role, an opportunity, and he definitely gonna get it. He definitely gonna get it. We're gonna see what he made of.
He got $60 million for 3 years, and the Nuggets thought he was a good player because the Nuggets offered him the same thing, and he turned them down because he wanted a bigger offensive role. He shot 39% on threes, which is not too bad, but he's a wing that can switch across almost every position. He's a strong defender. He's 6'9" power forward, and he's gotten better every year. That's what I like. He's gotten better every year. So that pertains, he's going to get better next year. Because how do you predict the future? You look at the past.
Right. Yeah.
What the past tells you informs the future. The boy has gotten better every year. So I expect him to get better next year. Last year, he averaged 12 points, 3.5 rebounds, but that was limited minutes. With this bigger role that the Pistons is going to give him, I think he's going to surpass that. And I really think this is our best signing so far. Jeremy Grant is the real deal. He's only 26. He's the real deal.
I could agree with that. I'll say follow up is Josh Jackson. Uh, he's a Detroit native. Um,
Yeah, Josh Jackson. He's a small forward shooting guard.
legend has it. Legend has it. He the one that when he was a little kid was at the Malice at the Palace and threw a water cup. He one of the ones that threw a water cup at our test. That's what legends say. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
possible.
That's what
He
the
was
streets
he
are
was he
saying.
was drafted. He was drafted fourth in 2017. He's 6 foot 8 inches, 207 pounds. He only averaged 9 points and 3 rebounds and 1.6 assists per game. He shot 44% from the field and 31.9% from 3-point. But the reason he's around in the G League, he tore it up. He was in the G League. He averaged 20.4 points, 7.5 rebounds, and 4.3 assists. So let's see what happens, when he's up here with the big boys.
Yeah, I I'll give him a parallel similar to Chauncey. Chauncey was a very high draft pick. He bounced around a lot. People counted him out. His numbers never really jumped off the board, but he came here. He found a home. You know, really proved what he was, who he was, and the type of skill set that he could bring to the table. You know what I mean? And it stuck after that. So
Mhm.
I think Josh Jackson, it could be a similar thing. Him being back home, it could really turn that mental thing. I think with Josh Jackson is more mental than it is. The skills look there. When I see him play, his mechanics, he looks smooth. He looks like a ball player. It's just seemed like he haven't been all the way locked in sometime. You know what I mean?
I hear you. In fact, I would have Chauncey Billups behind me, Mr. Big Shot, but I'm out of space.
Okay.
Like I only had room for 5.
Yeah.
Like I might have to throw out that middle coach there. He wasn't my favorite coaches, though he did bring us a chip, but he's not
Yeah.
my favorite coaches. I might have to remove his picture and put in Chauncey.
I agree with that, man. I agree with that decision, man. Put Mr. Big Shot, man.
Mr.
You know
Big
what I'm
Shot.
saying? Mr. Big Shot or Rip
Mr.
gotta
Big
go up
Shot.
there, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love watching that man play. Who else did we bring in?
I don't know.
Plumlee?
I was a little surprised with the Mason Plumlee thing.
Yeah.
Because like we got all these centers. What was that? We got 5 centers. We got 5 centers, but that's including that Detman guy who we are waiving, and I
Yeah.
think we're gonna pay him 2.7 million a year for about 3 or 4 or 5 years or something like that. But
Plumlee
we
is a
waiving
decent.
him, huh?
When I think of Plumlee, and then I go back in my not too far back in a distant past, and I remember we had Zaza Pachulia as a backup. Boy, he was trash. So Mason Plumlee, I'm good with him. As a backup,
He,
anything better than Zaza, man.
he averaged 7.2 points, 3.5 rebounds, and 2.5 assists, and he only played 17 minutes a game.
He
That's
plays hard.
in 17 minutes.
He plays hard though.
He's 6'11", and it's like, it's 3 years, for 25 million. So that's not bad.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I said, they could give me the veterans minimum, and I give them 5 points a game.
Yeah. So, who on the Pistons on this current roster, man? Who are you most excited to see? It could be a Piston that we already had. Piston
That small forward, the other guy from France, Dumbuya. Like I'm sorry that I'm messing up your name. I'm gonna have to practice it and do better.
Yeah.
But Dumbuya.
I just call him
I'm messing it
Sekou.
up, huh?
I call him Sekou. I'll just say
Yes,
it first.
Sekou. Thank you.
Sekou easier to pronounce than that
Thank
last
you.
name.
Thank
I
you.
don't even try to play
Thank you.
around. That's too many letters.
Sekou is the one that I'm most excited to see. Sekou and also Killian Hayes, like that combination. The combination of them two out there, 2 guys that really like each other, who they have the physical attributes, they have the basketball IQ, and they've got that camaraderie, that bond. Because I think, though some people might disagree, I think you play better when you like the people you playing with.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I can agree with that because it seemed like it was so many issues on the Clippers and the Rockets, and it seemed like them guys didn't like each other. You know, it boiled down to they kind of was just there, and they just want to play on them teams that's behind you. Them guys love each other. Rasheed, Ben Wallace, Chauncey, Tayshaun, they still hanging out. You know what I'm saying? Same with Isaiah, Joe Du. You know, them guys really loved each other. You know what I mean? And you're not gonna put your all into it if you don't love the guy you playing next to. You know what I mean? So, like you said, that's a good thing. And they got all the sizes. And Seku's honestly the player that I'm most excited to see too. I agree with you. I want to just argue with you for the sake of just arguing.
Go
But
ahead, go ahead.
Sekou
They,
showed me
like
showed
that ain't never stopped me before.
me you're right. But I can't say nobody else but Sekou, man. He showed me some nice flashes last year.
Amen.
He was wildly inconsistent. I'll get that to him. He was wildly
He's a
inconsistent.
rookie, man.
Yeah. But boy, some of them games that he played for us was eye-opening. And to see what he could do, he stringed together a little bit more confidence and just kind of that killer instinct. And I'm just out here, I'm trying to get me buckets. Cause I mean he got the tool set, man. He
You
got the
do have the
tool.
tool set, man. You do have the tool set. I have to agree with that. So like I'm excited for the season. I wish Rona V wasn't here so I could fall down to Detroit and catch out some, and see some games, because I thought I would see a few more games with the team coming back in Detroit, because it's just 90 miles from where I'm at now. I can fall down and visit your granddad and check out a game.
Yeah,
It'd be cool. It'd be cool.
yeah, definitely. So I think we kind of pretty much touched all these new additions. It was a wild weekend here for the Piston Nation. You know what I'm saying? Here for the Piston fandom. It was wild, and it's not over yet.
No, it's not.
I still predicted some moves before the season start.
I do too. Cause
Yeah.
like he sort of got some mismatch pieces here. Like we don't need no 5 centers.
No.
We'll see. Like I don't think he's done.
I don't
Honestly,
think so neither.
I don't think he's done.
Yeah.
So we will keep our fingers crossed and our eyes open, and
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
see what happens. See what happens.
Yeah, man. Well, that's it for Politic Pistons. Let me hit y'all once again. Like, subscribe, comment. Yeah, Pops is gonna be back. You know what I'm saying? On some of these future episodes. If you want to join on, get in on this fun, talk some of this Pistons. You know what I'm saying? Bleed that red, white, and blue like we do. Then hop on, man. Let me know. Drop a comment, man. Let me know something. But we signing out.
Detroit.
Yes, sir.